Leo, welcome back to Shacey Tarot. For those of you returning, for those of you brand new, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Let's see what's going on. We're going to pull messages from the Divine Masculine, what the Divine Masculine would like to say to the Divine Feminine. And we're also going to do vice versa, what the Divine Feminine would like to say to the Divine Masculine. We're going to pull them near the end of the reading. We're also going to get the Tarot Charms. I'm going to use a double-decker vintage deck here for your overall energy. It can bring up career, finance, family, home, children, the future. You know, we're just going to dig. So let's see what's going on. I will pull these as well near the... Ooh, look what we got here. Oh, you got the snake. Okay, we will see what's going on. We're also going to pull some career messages, see what we've got going on for you there. Okay, so the Divine Feminine is actually very, very thick. Because, well, Divine Feminine usually has a lot to say, or usually a lot more open than the Masculine. So let's see what the messages are. I'm going to pull out 3 from each. Okay, so take what resonates for you, leave what doesn't. If this isn't your message now, it definitely can be in the future. Remember, that's how Tarot works. Okay, so some things may resonate for you immediately. Some things take some time. Divine timing is always at play. Why are so many coming out? See what I'm saying? The Divine Feminine has lots to say. So, you know, when it comes out like that, I feel like I've got to take them. Okay, so let's get into the double-decker vintage deck. Let's see what's going on in your energy. Please, for Leo, what are the updated messages? Oh, right off the bat, look at that fire energy. So this could be you, Leo, or whoever you're dealing with. This is about forward communication, travel. If you can see, there's growth on those wands. Those are buds blooming. So communication coming in, forward movement. Can be actual physical travel here. Why is the 8 of Wands here? Why is the 8 of Wands here for Leo? What's going on with this 8 of Wands for Leo? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because, you know, sometimes I've had my clients say that things resonated immediately. Other times it's taken like months. So even up to a year. I've had things happen for me up to 2 years. So I know some of us are really impatient, you know, but we're all on our divine paths at different times. Just because you're ready sometimes, or vice versa, doesn't mean the other person is, or, you know, things are necessarily going to go your way. So we have the 9 of Swords. Somebody may be worried about communicating with you. Maybe they feel guilty about something, or worried about telling you something here. Somebody's worried about telling you the truth here. The Ace of Swords, clarity, truth, a breakthrough. Okay, the Hangman is in reverse, which I like, because I feel like that's somebody here that, you know, is no longer going to wait. They feel the need to speak the truth. They feel the need to communicate here, to break open the lines of communication. This can definitely be somebody here that, you know, was not looking at your viewpoint here, refused to look at your viewpoint here. It can be out of guilt, because they were worried because they knew the truth here and they didn't want to kind of tell you. Yeah, this can definitely be somebody here that's, you know, can't function, cannot sleep at night now, because there's something that they need to bring out into the open to you. They need to clear up, is kind of what I'm hearing. What is this that they need to clear up here with the Ace of Swords for Leo? What do we need to know? That they were juggling responsibilities, decisions, money, somebody else. It could be anything. Why is the 2 of Pentacles here, please, for Leo? Clarify the 2 of Pentacles. That's way too many. I'm going to put those back. Why is 2 of Pentacles here? Are you kidding me? I wish you could see this. Ace of Cups came out this way, and then crisscrossed with another Ace of Cups here. 1970s this way. Ace of Cups 1960s this way. Look at this. Look at this. No joke. So this came out like that. No coincidence. So what I'm getting is that this person is kind of like laid your cup away for later, and now it's upright. So what I'm getting is they want to tell you the truth, that they kind of put your love on the back burner because maybe they felt guilty somehow, or they were worried about this connection. Maybe they were worried that, you know, things were not meant to happen yet. Okay, they might have been worried that you would break their heart, or this would cause heartbreak somehow. Oh, they were indecisive. Okay, so maybe they weren't sure. Maybe they weren't sure if you would look each other's point of view, or whether or not you would wait. See, 7 of Pentacles, the Chariot. Okay, maybe they weren't sure that if you would wait for them, Okay, because there were certain decisions and choices this person has been thinking about. Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles. So they've been like, should I do this? Should I do that? I need to do this. I need to do that. You know, is Leo going to wait for me here before I can move forward? The Chariot. So there's definitely some kind of travel or forward movement involved here in your connection now or in the future. They were worried about that. Like, would I travel all this way, or go and see Leo, or move? It could be move. It could be an actual physical move. Like, what if, you know, you decide to block them or break their heart, and they've made all these decisions and moved closer to you or traveled to you? What if you decided you wouldn't wait, and then they did this for nothing? Is almost what I'm getting. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This can be vice versa. Why is the Eight of Wands here, please, for Leo? What's going on with the Eight of Wands? What's going on with the Eight of Wands? OMG. I feel like they're worried about telling you the truth, that, you know, you are their wish. You are their wish. They want to travel to you, but they were also worried about it. Maybe telling you the truth, that they had to wait for money or something here. What was this person juggling here with the Two of Pentacles? Oh. So they were in limbo on some of these choices, some of these decisions they weren't sure about. What decisions and choices was this person not sure about? Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles. What weren't they sure about? Oh my gosh, are you seeing 111? Let me know if any of you are seeing 111. Look at this. They weren't sure about this love. They weren't sure, maybe if this was a divine connection, they weren't sure whether or not, you know, would you wait, or would this connection be built up enough here to move forward? Like, I don't know. I'm getting that there definitely could be a physical distance here. Like, this connection is up in the air. I need to think about it. I need to think about this. I need to think about that. I need to think about all the decisions involved in moving forward. This person's been, like, really calculating, you know, how to move forward here. Quite possibly how to travel to you or tell you the truth. What is this truth about? I mean, it's about the Ace of Cups. Love here 3 times. I don't think I've ever had that come up 3 times, Ace of Cups, like that. So there is love here. This person has love for you, but maybe they're not sure if you feel the same way or if you'll break their heart. This could be somebody that, you know, gets anxiety quite easy, you know? Like, what's the truth? Do you really have these feelings for me? Like, are you my wish? Am I your wish? Are we each other's wishes? Should I wait? They felt blocked. Wow. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Why is the Ace of Swords here? OMG, are you kidding me again? Should I or should I not speak my truth? So they're not sure whether or not to speak the truth about how they feel about you. Maybe they're fearing like you don't feel the same way. What is this person's fears about? Waiting. Oh, what? Oh my gosh! We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands again. Should I or shouldn't I wait to communicate? Or should I maybe make more money? Should I balance more things out in my life? Do I need to make more decisions? This person questions everything they do. They get anxiety. Okay, it's like they don't want to wait, but at the same time, they're feeling like, you know, have I done enough? Have I saved enough money? Or have I juggled things around enough? Have I made the right decisions? This person questions everything they do. They're not confident. They're not confident in moving forward. So they keep themselves blocked. They keep themselves at this crossroads because they're indecisive, because they don't trust their own guidance here is what I'm getting. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these divine messages for Leo. What are the messages? So you may or may not have somebody reach out. They're questioning whether or not they should, okay? Okay. Adversity. I accept the challenges, which are the best way to learn. So Spirit wants you to recognize that all of this is happening is for a reason. It's not for nothing. It's so that this person, I feel, can learn to make decisions and gain the clarity and trust their intuition here. This is somebody that waits, somebody that questions everything. This is somebody that lives a lot in their head, okay? So whether that's you or your person here is what I'm getting. Failure. Okay, see, so they look at themselves, if they don't do things right, they look at themselves quite possibly here as a failure. Spirit wants you, this person, to understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn, to do better for the future, and to move forward. It allows you to gain that clarity, to move forward here is what I'm getting. Okay, I want to go ahead and get a love message as well. What are the love messages meant for Leo? What are the love messages meant for Leo moving forward? The Nine of Swords wanted to get stuck in there. This person's full of anxiety. They're full of anxiety and fear, so they hold themselves back. They wait. They may be afraid to tell you, you know, that they're just not, they're not sure of themselves. So that's definitely not you, Leo, because I feel like you're very sure of yourself. Proposal. Wow, an offer, a proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise. So I feel like with the Ace of Cups here 3 times, this person loves you, but they're in fear of maybe you not feeling, again, the same way. So they live in fear, and they question their own sanity is what I'm getting. I mean, the amounts of time, the Two of Pentacles already came out, the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. You know, you both could be mirroring each other and feeling the same way with the duplications here. Maybe you're both waiting to tell each other how each other feels. Maybe one of you, excuse me, is waiting for the other to cave first. Who's going to cave first? Wow, that's hilarious. Not impossible, though. I feel that could be quite possible here. Okay, let's get messages from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. I fantasize about you every night. Oh, so this is quite an intense connection for many of you here, you know, and so you could be questioning, is this just like too passionate? Should I wait? What if they don't feel the same way as me? What if it's just all about, you know, the fun we could have rather than, you know, something real here with the Ace of Cups is a lot of love. I mean, that's overflowing love. Comfort, you feel like home. Well, the Divine Masculine feels like the Divine Feminine feels like home. Okay, but do you feel the same, you know? Nobody understands the darkness inside me. Inner demons. This has been coming up a lot for the Divine Masculine. So I really feel like if this is the Divine Masculine's energy right here, they're full of fear and anxiety. And they have a lot of inner demons that they struggle with. Like I'm getting like they struggle with maybe depression and anxiety, don't want to add to it. They're always worried that they're making the wrong choices or decisions. What's going to happen if I do this wrong? Like they really live in their head, this person is what I'm getting. What would the Divine Feminine like to say to the Divine Masculine? First message. You are absolutely amazing and breathtakingly handsome. So I feel like the Divine Masculine has nothing to fear. I just feel like they're all in their head because the Divine Feminine feels like the Divine Masculine is all that in a bag of chips. The Divine Feminine feels like the Divine Masculine is amazing, you know? Is there anything I can do to please you? Just let me know. The Divine Feminine just wants to please her Divine Masculine. That's it. You know, I want us to be happy together. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill is kind of what I'm getting here. This is very clear here that this Divine Masculine is really hot for the Divine Feminine is what I'm getting. There's a lot of love to be had here, okay? You know how to please me. It would be a waste of time with anyone else. The Divine Feminine's not looking for anyone else. They're in love with the Divine Masculine. You know, I just feel like there's, for some reason, this Divine Masculine allows too many thoughts to swim around in their head, and I just feel like it becomes overwhelming for them. I know there's a higher purpose to our connection. So the Divine Feminine's very aware that this connection, there's more to it. Most definitely. So if the Divine Masculine's questioning that, don't. Because the Divine Feminine definitely feels a lot of love, and I feel like it's absolutely mutual. And you both may be seeing 111 a lot, okay? Interesting. Wow, let's get the tarot charms. Okay, so we have snake. So I feel like, you know, maybe the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine's been burned before, and somebody's going through a transition here with this snake. Maybe they've been bitten before, and they just don't want to repeat past mistakes, right? Is what I'm getting. Most definitely. But we have forward movement, some kind of communication. I mean, the Chariot's here. Look at that. Right? The Chariot's here with the Eight of Wands twice. There's definitely going to be some kind of movement, forward communication here. There's a whole lot of love, possibly a proposal here. Oh, Spirit says this is a time of peace and harmony, a time of tranquility and balancing your emotions here, okay? This is a period of healing, okay? So if you've been bit by a snake before, if you've been dealing with somebody that causes you to struggle with your inner demons, I feel like this person's going to feel like home to you, whoever you are, and vice versa. Spirit definitely doesn't want somebody to doubt themselves. We have here, I can. So somebody's been doubting themselves, okay? So Spirit says, no, don't doubt yourself, okay? Here comes the Sun. Yeah, this is definitely that somebody struggles with their light and dark parts of themselves. They fight light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. So that could be somebody that's in, out, possibly because they doubt themselves, not you. That's what I'm getting, Leo. They don't doubt you. They doubt themselves. Could be dealing with somebody by this name. This is you or somebody you're dealing with or will be dealing with in the near future. I have Jada, Aaron, Owen. Oh, somebody plays the piano or wants to play the piano or is very gifted at playing the piano. Spirit wants you to know you are very brave. And you versus you. Somebody, is their own enemy. Somebody's their own worst enemy because they question themselves, because they doubt themselves. So Spirit doesn't, again, want you to doubt your self-worth, whoever I'm talking to. I also have the name Johnny or Jonathan, Jonah, airplane. Somebody could be traveling by plane, but I'm also getting that somebody's a pilot. They like to pilot small planes. Yeah, I have Paris here. Some of you have been to Paris, or you live in Paris, or you're going to go to Paris maybe in the future. Okay, that's what I have for you. That's what I have for you, Leo. I hope that resonates for you. Sending you all much love, much light. I'll see you in approximately another week. Please, again, don't leave without hitting the like button. Notification bell if you haven't yet. That'll get you notified of future readings. Always check your spam folder because quite often they can be filtrated there from YouTube if you don't add them to your safe senders list. Subscribing is always free. Leave me those comments. Personal readings are available at shayc.com. Thank you for your donations. For those of you that have donated, for those of you who want to, everything you could ever want and more is when you hit the more button is down below. Much love, much light. I'll see you again in approximately a week. Bye for now. This is slow. Sorry, Leo. I'm not sure why this is so slow.